To listen to the Maharishikaa in your language, please click on the wheel in the bottom right-hand corner. You're invited to a live online satsang with Maharishikaa Preeti this Sunday. To know more, click the link in the description below.
Namaskar, Maharishikaa.
Namaskar, Ute.
It is difficult for me to recognize the truth in all the news I hear and not have fear, guilt, or get a kind of depression.
Yes, Ute. So the thing about the news is that, as I said before, in every bit of news that you read, there are two sides to the story, always. And both sides, when seen from their own side, are doing what they believe is right, or what they would like to believe is right. If it's not happening on your street or in the building next door, and you can't see what's happening and hear what's happening with your own eyes and ears, it's very often very hard to know what the truth, the essential truth of it all is. What matters is, how is your system responding to everything? And it can only respond in the way which is the right way for you if you are in a state of surrender when you read these things or hear these things, because you will never know what the truth really is. The truth for one is falsehood for the other. If you take the case of the war right now that has started yesterday, there are two sides to this. There are 10 sides to it. There are 100 sides to it. There are different opinions about it. There are different outcomes. There are different reasons why it started. It's not important for your deep inner joy to try to interpret all these things. Certainly one has to have a position when it's required to have one. But the question is, are you required to have a position at all? Does your opinion even count or matter? You can, if something really comes clear to you from the truth of your being, then you send the energy and the force in that direction and influence geopolitical situations. But if you don't receive something, and if you don't have the inclination or even the ability to actually influence these things, then isn't it better to simply go into a state of prayer for the best for all involved, and to make yourself an instrument of the truth? Isn't that a better way to deal with the uncertainties, the wars, the evil at play? We don't know what is what unless you are really, really informed. A sense of depression only comes when you don't approach all of this in a state of surrender to the truth impulse and in a state of prayer. Once you move into that state, everything calms down around you. I'm not saying you shouldn't take a position. I'm saying take a position when it's necessary to do so. And if not, then be in a state of prayer, be in a state of surrender, a state of prayer for the well-being of all involved. It's not so simple. So it's better not to get involved in it unless that is something which is really your work. And then you send energy in the right direction. And otherwise you stay in a state of prayer for all involved, and that things get better. That's a concrete, strong, powerful way of contributing to peace on this disturbed planet. Yes.
Thank you, Maharishikaa, for the answer. Namaskar.
Yes, Ute. Namaskar, Ute.